Hello, dear student, grade 5. This is exercise 5.2, Cambridge Mathematics Primary. Question number 1. They said A, complete these calculations. A, -3 minus 5. You've got two options to use. You can use a number line, or you can use what? Rules of same sign and different signs. So, if you'd like to use a rule of the same sign, different signs, you need to understand, like if we have the same sign, 1. Step 1, you add them or add the numbers. Step 2, put the same sign. Like question number A, we say -3 minus 5. When you look at the numbers, look on the left of the number. Like the 3 on the left, there is minus, that means 3 is negative. And 5 there is minus, that means 5 is also negative. Both of them negative, which is same sign. So add them together. They're going to give you what? 8. And with the common sign, which is going to be what? -8. Or you could just start like what? Like 3, and then you go to the left 5 steps. You will be to -8. 4 minus 5. You can see 4 is positive and 5, you look on the left, it has minus. That means 5 is negative. When they are different sign, you do different steps, like we call it different signs. When they're different signs, like step number 1, you subtract or you find a difference. Then, number 2, you put the sign of what? Put the sign of, you put the sign of the grade. Okay. When we say the grade, actually, later on you will understand, we mean by the grade, it means the grade absolute value. And when we say the grade absolute value, that means the one that is more far from the 0. Okay. But for the time being right now, you just look at the numbers without sign, like 4 and 5. We know 5 is bigger. Okay. Without the sign. So 4 minus 5, okay. 4 is positive and 5, as there is minus, you say 5 is negative. Okay, the difference between them is 1, or you subtract is 1, and put the sign of the grade. The grade absolute value is what? It is a 5, and the sign of the 5 is negative, so the answer will be -1. Or you can use the number line actually to answer such a type of questions. If you would like to use a number line, using a number line, all what you need to do is what? Is to start at the 4, like go to the 4. This is 4. And then from the 4, go back, you said -5. Go back 5 steps. Like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll find yourself, you're landing on what? On -1. That's how you use the number line. The same thing here, -9 plus 3. 9 is negative and 3 is positive. So they have two different signs. Whenever they have different sign, you subtract, as we just said. 9 minus 3 is equal to 6. And you put the sign of the great one. The great one is 9, and the sign of the 9 is negative. So you put the sign of the negative. Or we say the great absolute value, like mathematically to be correct. So we said 3. The 3 is over here. Like we say what? -9, sorry. -9 over here. And then -9 plus 3. When we say plus 3, you go from here 3 steps to the right. 1, 2, and this is 3. You'll be landing on what? On the -6. Or you can just do it without a number line. Okay, let's go and move on for another question. Okay, this question here, they say what is 4 less than 2? When I say what 4 less than 2, like you need to understand. 4 less than 2, it means 2 minus 4. As I've told you, you'd like to use the rule, never mind. Okay, you would like to use the number line, use the number line. We say 2 minus 4, 2 is over here. Then subtract 4, you go to the left, 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. The answer is what? Is -4. 2. Or you could say what? 2 is positive and 4 is negative. They are different sign. You subtract them. Its answer is 2, and you put the sign of the great one. The great is 4, and the sign of the 4 is what? Is negative. What is 3 more than negative 1? That is mean negative 1. Then you add to it what? You add to it 3. Negative 1 plus 3. 1 is negative and the 3 is positive. So they are different sign. Different sign, subtract. The answer is 2 because 3 minus 1 is 2. But the sign of the great one. The great one is 3. The sign of it is positive. So you leave it positive. Or you could use a number line. You say you're negative 1 here. Go plus 3. Go 1, 2, 3. So you'll find yourself you are at 2. This is how we solve it. Complete the calculation, negative 5 plus 1. Like you can do this in very smart way and very quick and fast way. 5 is negative, 1 is positive. Different sign, subtract. 5 minus 1 is 4. Okay, this is what I want you to do. Then the sign of the great one. The great one is 5 and the sign of the 5 is negative. So negative 5 or the 5 is great absolute value. Then look here. It is 1 is positive and 7, there is minus 7. That means 7 is negative. Difference between them is 6. But the sign of the great one, the sign of the great one is negative. So the answer will be negative 6. Do it more fast, practice fast. Like practice same sign, different sign. Do this all the time. You will find yourself you're doing really better. Okay. Then here, 5, negative 5, and negative 2, and 5 is positive. 2 is negative, 5 positive, different sign. Difference between 5 and 2 is 3. Then you put the sign of the great one. The great one is 5 and the 5 is positive. You don't need to write the positive sign. So it will be what? It will be 3. Look at question number 4 with the same understanding. They say calculate 379 plus 287 plus 154. So you go and you write these numbers. You can write these numbers actually as what? As the columns calculation, or we call it written calculations like 3, 7, 9, and then we come and write the other number with the 2, then 8, then 7. Put numbers in columns according to their place values. 1, 5, 4. Then you can go and add them. When you're add, remember, like 9 plus 7 is equal 16. 16 plus 4 is equal to 20. 0, and you carry over 2. Then 2 plus 7 is 9. 9 plus 8 is equal 17. 17 plus 5 is equal to 22. So 2, and you carry over again 2. Now 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7, and 7 plus 1 is 8. So the answer is what? Is 820. This is your numbers. Other people, they can do this actually mentally by what? By adding these numbers. Like when you're adding, you say what? You said 300. Like what? 379. Plus, you would like to add the 287, you add the 200 first. You say this is equal to 579. Then they add what? They add the 80. Okay, they say this is equals what? Is equals to, like when you add 80, say it's equal to 659. Then you add finally what? The 7. And this is will be equals to 666. Then you add the 100 is going to be equals to 766. Then you add the 50. Okay, you say this is equals to 810. Sorry, and 16. Then you add the 4. This is equals to 820. Like this number with the same understanding, the same idea, you can go just and add all of them together by written method. Like you write the 3, 5, 7. Below, it is 19. 19, remember, write 1 on the tens and 9 on the ones. Then the last number is 1,000. So it is 3, then 5, then 7, then 9. Remember, these numbers must be written according to their place values. Like written according to their place values, like what ones and the ones, tens and the tens, and so on. Then you go and add 7 plus 9 plus 9. This is equals to 25. 5, you carry over 2. Then you have 2 plus 5, 7. 7 plus 1 plus 7. This is going to give you what? Going to give you 15. You should say 5 and you carry over 1. Then 1 plus 3 plus 5, that's give you 9. And then you put down the 3, which is 3,955. As I told you, you can do this as mental mass is the 357 plus 100. Sorry, plus the 10, because this is 19. 10 is equal to 367. Then you add to it the 9 is going to be equals to 376. Then you can add the what? The 3,000. That's equal to 3,376. Then you can add the 500. This is equal to 3,876. Then add the 70. Okay, is equal to 3,946. 46. Then you add last thing, which is the 9. Okay, and this is equal. Sorry, this is 3,000. You add the 9. This is equals to 3,955. So you have more than one method. You could do the mental math, or you could do what? The written method. The Zara make a sequence of numbers starting at 100. She subtract 45 each time. Write the next number in the sequence. Okay, you just subtract. It's going to be negative 35 plus 10 minus 45. Let's go question number 6. They say use the number line to help you complete these number sentences. Question 1, you have a number plus 2 is equal to negative 5. As long as the answer is negative, that means this number should be a negative. And this number should be negative what? It is negative 7. Because negative 7 plus 2 give you a negative 5. This is negative 5 plus 2. The different signs, okay, the difference between them is 3, and the sign of the great one is negative. So the answer is negative 3. So this one here is negative 7. And the other number here is negative 3. And that's it. Look at question number 7. They say he's a part of a temperature scale showing the temperature at Cold Park. The temperature at Cold Park, okay, is negative 6 as shown with the arrow here. They say the temperature rises by 11. What is a new temperature? Rises by 11, that means it's just a negative 6. You add to it 11. Equal. Remember, please, like negative 6 is negative and 11 is positive. So this is what? The different sign, the difference between them is 5, and the sign of the great one is positive. So the temperature will be what? Will be positive 5 or 5 degrees Celsius. The table shows the nighttime temperature on 5 days in Moscow, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Each one of them, the temperature from -4, -8, -1, -9, -6. They say what? Look at the question number A. They say what? The daytime temperature on Friday was 8 degrees Celsius warmer than the temperature on Thursday night. All what you need to see Thursday night here is -9. So you're going to say what is -9, -9 plus 8. 9 is negative, 8 is positive. The difference between them is 1, and the sign of the great one is negative, so it's -1. The nighttime temperature on Saturday was 4 degrees warmer than the temperature on Friday night. Let's see Friday night. Friday night is -6. So we say 4 degrees warmer. So it's going to be -6 plus 4. And that will be what? 6 is negative, 4 is positive. The difference between them is 2. And the grade of the sign of the grade 1 is negative. So it's going to be -2. This is what you need to do. Like all time, remember, like what you can apply the rule of the same sign and different sign, and that make for you things very easy. Like you look at the two numbers, they are the same sign, add them and put the same sign. Different sign, subtract and put the sign of the great absolute value. Question 9, the say classify these calculations by writing the letter of the calculations in the starting what? In the sorting diagram. Before we do this, let's go and answer this question. Like 55 minus 35. 55 is positive, 35 is negative. You subtract, okay? Like what? You subtract them, which is going to be 20, and it's going to be positive 20. Then look at number B. Both of them are negative, okay? This is -35 and this -515. Both of them, they are the same sign. So add them together. When you add them together, they give you what? 550. And put the sign of them. Their sign is negative, both of them. So you put the negative sign. The question after is 10 minus 47. This is equals to 10 is positive and 47 is negative. The different sign. Subtract the difference between them. It is 37. And the sign, it will be of the great absolute value, which is negative. Go to D, let's say what it is, -17 plus 63. Go ahead and do it. Okay, like what? Like this is 17 is negative and 63 is positive, different sign. You find the difference between them immediately. Okay, difference between them is going to be what? It's going to be 46. And the sign of the great one is going to be what? Sorry, it's 56, sorry. Because 63 minus 17, yes, 46. And then the sign of the great one is positive. Look here, this is also like what it is. -218 and +8. They are different sign. The difference between them is 210. With the sign of the great absolute value, which is negative. So the answer is -210. They ask you to solve, is it addition or subtraction? We say addition calculation, subtraction calculation, positive answer, negative answer. Like before we go and we see this one, let's say addition calculations. Okay, let's say addition calculation. This is one is subtraction calculation. This one is subtraction calculation. This one is subtraction calculation. This one is addition calculation. This one is addition calculation. Because addition calculation, because the sign in the middle is plus. Plus. Those two are addition calculations, and all the others are subtraction calculations. Like this one is subtraction calculation because there's minus, which is subtraction calculation. And the answer is what? The answer is positive because it is 20 positive. So A is going to be here. Then go B is subtraction calculation, also subtraction is a calculation. The answer is negative, so you go down and put B here. B here. Go to C, this is also subtraction calculations, and the answer is negative. Okay, so subtraction calculations, and the answer is negative. So C is also here. Go to D. D is this addition calculation, so addition calculation. The answer is positive, so it's going to be what? D is going to be at this point. This is also addition calculations, but the answer is negative, so E is going to be at this point here. This is E. Some people that think this question is confusing, but no, look at just what? The sign in the middle between the two terms. This is minus, this is minus, this is minus. Whenever it's minus, that means it's what subtraction calculation. If it's addition, plus or plus, this is called addition calculations. Subtraction calculation, the answer is positive. Subtraction calculation, the answer is positive. Subtraction calculation, the answer is negative. Subtraction calculation, the answer is negative. Subtraction calculation, and the answer is negative. Subtraction calculation, the answer is negative. So this is addition calculation, the answer is positive, and this addition calculation, the answer is negative. That's all what you need to do. Question number 10, let's say the table shows the temperature at 8 on 3 days, like 1st January and 8th January and 15th January. This is what? They say on the 22nd of January, the temperature is 7 degrees lower than the 15th January. What is the temperature on the 22nd? So to find the temperature on 22nd, we say it is 7 lower. Lower, that means you just what? You're going to subtract. Okay. So this is what? This is 315 minus the 7 because say 7 lower. And this is 3 is positive and 7 is negative because we have a minus. Then the difference between them is 4, and the sign of the growth one is going to be what? It's going to be negative. So the answer will be -4. They say complete this calculation to show how much the temperature falls between the 1st January and the 8th January. We'll say 1 minus a number equal to what? Equal to -4. So the answer is negative, so the great one should be negative. So this will be what? -5. 1 minus 5 is equal to -4. Will be your answer. Question number 11, they say what Marcus writes. Marcus writes a sequence of numbers. His rule is to add 99 each time. Write the missing numbers in the sequence. Okay, go and add 99 every time. This will be what? Will be 401. Because which is negative. Okay, then this one will be negative 302. This will be negative 203. This will be negative 104. Okay, this one will be, like now, will be negative 5. Then this coming one will be positive 94. And then it will be positive 193. Okay, they say look at the ones digit of the numbers in the sequence. What do you notice? Okay, we say what? The ones, sorry, we'll say the ones increase by 1, del 5, then decrease by 1. This just happened. It's 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then getting back 4 and 3. And next time will be 2 for sure. Because it's going to be 293. 92, sorry. Write a question about Marcus sequence starting with what would happen if, and write the answer to what to your question. Okay, so write any question. You've got so many options. Like you could say what? Okay, what happened if? Okay, for example, what if we write the next two terms? For example, what happen if we write the next two terms? Okay, I'll say what? You'll find, okay, we'll say what? The ones will decrease 1 every time. Okay, like the next term is going to be 292, and the one after is going to be 391, and the one after is going to be 490, and so on. That's all for this exercise. Stay safe and see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe and to like, and goodbye.